You weren't happy with the last scrimmage after the past 2 days. How are you feeling about how everything's going?
Yeah, I mean, we got work to do. In all three facets of the game plan, when you think about, kicking, offense, and defense. And, we're still finalizing a couple last-minute positions, like as far as depth goes. Obviously pretty much got our starters, but there's going to be guys that will play. Multiple guys will play in some positions, those type things. But, working through all your situations and special teams are big. We've been doing that the last couple of days. But, yeah, I mean, we still got a lot of work to do. I mean, we're still, a little over a week out.
Is it a relief to have a cooler day like today, or would you rather go some more in the heat?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like whatever the game's going to be like, and apparently it's going to be, nice weather. When we play the game, we're playing at night, roughly around 70 degrees and dipping into the 60s probably. So, yeah, I mean, it's good to get the heat, and I know when we get back to Nippert, the first couple games here at 3:30 probably be hot. So we're going to continue to get some heat outside, but it also is good to come in and, get some great work as well inside this beautiful indoor.
Punt return, kick returner, what have been the biggest factors in finding the right time?
Yeah, I mean, we just really all through spring and summer, several guys have been back there trying to find, really it's just consistency, making good decisions, especially in the punt return game, because fielding the ball is critical. You don't want the ball on the ground, because obviously if it hits the ground, it could roll another 15, 20 yards, and now that's 2 first downs. I mean, that'll kill an offense and a team. So fielding the ball, being smart with it, getting the ball back to the offense, and I think that's been critical. So, we're looking forward to seeing the guys that'll be able to go out there and fill those punts and also kickoffs. I think we got some explosiveness there.
With a Thursday game, the week gets kind of jumbled up. How important is your leadership over these next 2 days to essentially get you to game week? And did you catch a break not having an open weekend before game week?
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's a little different now. Midweek game. School we hadn't even started school yet. I mean, we start next week. Game week, which is kind of that's always, I think, an interesting time. You go to class for the first time, and you got football. So we'll maneuver that next week, starting Monday. But like this Sunday is crazy, because this Sunday is a Tuesday for us. It's Friday's a Sunday. I mean, Saturday's Monday. I mean, it's like weird, talking. Nobody in the real world understands what we're talking about. But all these days are jacked up for us. But we'll make the most of it. We always count back from game day. So, for us, a short week next week when you think about playing on a Thursday. But the good news is, hey, we're on the opening weekend, Thursday night, ESPN. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to go out and see what kind of team we have this year.
Your thoughts on having to disclose injuries now? That's something new.
Yeah, it's interesting. I guess gambling has really taken over sports. I mean, why else would you disclose injuries like this? So it's a big part, I guess, of sports, and really, it engages the fans. I think, any bar across the world, you're going to have a game on. It doesn't matter who's playing. If there's a game on, somebody's watching it because somebody probably bet on it. And I think that's the real reason we've got this new rule. Before we could you could put out if a guy's going to be out, but you don't have to disclose anything. And I think there was some gamemanship by teams, and I think now it'll be interesting to me to see how if there's any gamemanship as we move forward with this. You may have everybody listed as probable, and we'll see game time, and we'll see what happens. So first time we're doing this as a conference, so it'll be interesting how it plays out.
I'm curious. Facility with kind of keeping the health of the team as peak as possible. Have you really felt that already being impactful?
Yeah, I mean it's incredible. Our guys, I mean, obviously we don't have school yet, but they're over here basically all day long, and the interaction that we've had with our guys is great, and just the ease of, you go from locker room to training room to weight room, and then we're right out here. I mean, I'll look out my office and see guys doing just, different little things out here that are helping their bodies, whether it be band stretch or, working on a couple of fundamental things. It's just so easy to do, and and natural to be able to do that. So, and also the recovery. The recovery is probably the biggest thing. It's been a healthy camp for us to be able to get guys back pretty quick, and I think part of that is the recovery aspect that we have in this building.
I'm curious, looking at Nebraska, 4 returning starters on defense, all DBs, new defensive coordinator. How do you, in a scenario like that, go about watching film? Are you watching where John Butler used to be, or are you watching Nebraska from last year?
Yeah, we're certainly watching Nebraska from last year, because you got some of those guys that are back, and some of the guys that maybe didn't start, they played, so they're you get a little bit of that as well. It's always challenging the first game, I think, for everybody, because there's always new wrinkles, there's some new things going on. So they have 3 new coordinators, in all 3 spaces. So you go back and look at little Tennessee special teams. That's where he came from, and Holgerston was there the last 3 or 4 weeks, and we played him when he was at Houston. So you kind of look at a little bit of that film. So defensively, it'll be interesting to see what they come out with. We're preparing for several different things, and once we get into the game, we'll obviously get a good idea for it.
How decent was the practice to have Tyson's group play against your new receivers? New talent, everything seems to be improved, but it's probably good for both.
I think it's good for both. You're exactly right, and I think we will continue to work good on good throughout the season. I think we have to do that. You obviously got to work some periods where you're going against the look squad, but I mean, good on good is where you get better, I think, and we certainly have some more talented receivers here to help our DBs in practice, and I think iron sharpens iron. I think it'll help both sides. I think so. So we'll continue to do it and hopefully get great work at it. Everybody good?
All right, thanks, guys.